Hi friends, welcome to Creating with Jovi and 100 Days of Pockets. This is a hidden tag pocket, and if you'd like to see how I did it, stay tuned. Today is also the beginning of the Desmodus, the Romantic Vampire collaboration. I'm going to create a pocket in the journal. This is day 18 of 100 Days of Pockets. The pocket is a hidden tag pocket. My friends, I want to let you know before we get any further into this video that this collab was created by Cindy A. Lewis, and I am co-hosting along with her and creating a different pocket every day for 100 days. And I want to thank you for being here, and I want to say, and I'm sure you do know Cindy, but if you don't, please go check out her channel. And she's got a booklet that you can download, and it's got all of the pocket designs in it, the instructions. Check out my description box and you'll find that link in there. Now let's get into creating our pocket today. This is the tag that I'm going to use, and this tag is going to be hidden. And I'm going to say that this is Desmodus' niece. Okay, so that's who this is. And I'm placing this here so that I can figure out what size paper I need to create my pocket, because this is going to be hidden, like I said. Now when you do a hidden pocket, it can truly be hidden, or you can have a little tab up here so that somebody does realize that there's a pocket and they can pull it out. So I was thinking, before we get into creating the pocket, let's go ahead and check out using a tab. I want it to be small and somewhat inconspicuous. Let me see what I can find. I have this scrap, and it's actually from where I cut her out of. This is a part of her dress right here. So I'm going to use this little scrap to create a pretty small tag. Again, we want to stay inconspicuous. Now, you don't have to be inconspicuous if you don't want to. But since it's supposed to be a hidden tag, I'm going to go ahead and be inconspicuous. So you can see I just cut a little piece of the that scrap there that I had, folding that in half, and I'm going to make this even smaller. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this here. And now I'm going to grab my glue. Instead of putting glue on both sides, I put it on one side, and I'm just closing this a little bit. I'm not trying to glue it closed, I'm just trying to share the glue to both sides. I think that's pretty good. And now I'm going to add that to the tag. I know that this is not a tag tutorial, but I figured I would just share this since I had to do it anyway. All right, we have our tag, our little pull here. Hopefully it's not too much. I want it to be seen, but not like sticking out too much. Now that we've got that settled, let's go ahead and create our pocket. I have this striped glitter paper, and I thought this would be kind of cool because this is a gel print, and you can see that it's iridescent where I had put the stencil down. I think it's really pretty. I actually hate to cover it, but I am going to cover it because I want to add this tag here. So I am going to measure it. Now I don't like to get anything too close to the spine because it can bind it up. I like to move, especially on a bigger journal, I like to move my stuff away from the spine a little bit if I can. We're going to have the tab stick out. You got to remember that you're going to put glue on the edges, so you want to leave a little bit of room for that. So I'm going to use this edge. I'm not going to cut it or mark it, and this one's going to come out to about here. I want to mark it so I can see it. And then I'm going to have a glue line down here. So I think I'm going to go below this black line into the silver here. I think that should give enough space for the glue to spread, because it is going to spread. I'm going to go ahead and cut this first. There's two ways that you can do this next step. If you wanted to, you could fold in 1/4 of an inch on each of these three sides, and that makes the pocket stand up a little bit, but this is not bulky at all, so I'm not going to do that. I don't have to do that on this pocket. Let's try this on for size. Okay, this is going to be great. We will go ahead and center it from top to bottom, and then like I said, it's moved over this way a little bit. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get my glue on the three sides, and I'm going to try to do a fairly fine line if I can. The reason why is because when it spreads, if it's a fine line of glue, it won't spread as much. And I didn't leave myself a ton of room. Now this is a little bulked up right there, so I'm just going to spread that with my finger. Actually, I'm going to go around the whole, all the sides and do that. Let's go ahead and get this into place. Oh, I need to make sure I pull it down a little bit, because remember, we've got that tab that's going to stick up, and we don't want it sticking up over the page, so hopefully we're okay. And we're about ready to find out, aren't we? The pocket is not dry yet, but I want to go ahead and slide this in and make sure. Yeah, I'm not hitting glue, so that is nice. And let's make sure. Oh yeah, good. So the tab goes down, and really it is pretty inconspicuous, so it's definitely a hidden pocket. Now, since we're here, let's go ahead and embellish this pocket. I got some glue on the back, and I'm going to put this right here. My friend Annie of Annie Creates gave me these bows when I got to visit her and Mimi, so let's go ahead and add this bow right up here since I left a little bit of space. I'm gonna put that right there. Oh, that's super cute. Super, super cute. Oh, if we want to, we could add this spider. Why not? Let's go ahead and add him down here. He's a little bit bulky. Let's add him on the edge since he's a little bit bulky. And I am going to add some glue because I always do like to reinforce things that have been in my stash for a little while, or even that I picked up at the thrift store. You know, it's just good to add a little glue because, you know, we don't know how old these things are. If they've been sitting around for a little while, they lose their stick sometimes. So I'm going to put this spider over here on this side, like I said, because it's bulky, so I definitely don't want it on the inside. And now I can say, there we are, friends. I hope you like it. Actually, I'll come down a little bit. There you go. So I hope you like it. I hope you like how it turned out. And I appreciate you being here. Tomorrow is a lift the flap pocket. That should be pretty fun to do. All right, my friends, thanks for watching. See you soon.